BTS News Today. Everyday life in the BTS barracks is always full of surprises, and no exception about the dishes served by one of their members. This time, it's Jungkook's turn to take center stage with a mysterious dish, which managed to make Jimin and the other soldiers feel curious. Known as the versatile magne, Jungkook is not only good at singing and dancing, but also have cooking skills that are no less stunning. Today, he decided to try something different in the kitchen of their barracks. Instead of cooking typical Korean dishes as usual, Jungkook composes dishes with secret recipes that he finds from various inspirations. This is a new experiment, Jungkook said with a confident smile when asked about his cooking. When the smell of cooking began to smell throughout the barracks, Jimin became one of the most enthusiastic. The aroma is amazing, but why doesn't he want to tell you what he's cooking? Jimin said while trying to peek into the kitchen. Not only Jimin, several other soldiers who were resting began to gather near the kitchen. Wonder what Jungkook is cooking. It was like waiting for a surprise gift. We all can't wait to taste it. Add one of the soldiers. When the food was finally served, everyone was surprised. As it turns out, Jungkook makes fusion food that combines elements of Korean and Western cuisine. The dish consisted of gochujang spice steak, mashed potato with kimchi, and fresh salad with Korean dressing. The unique combination of flavors instantly amazed everyone. Jimin, who became the first taster, could not hide his admiration. This is not only tasty, but also creative. Jungkook really knows how to surprise us all, he said with a big smile. When asked why he chose the menu, Jungkook replied humbly, "I just wanted to create something different and fun for everyone. Cooking is like art. We have to play with taste," he said. Jungkook's meal today successfully created a warm and laughing atmosphere in the barracks. No wonder his cooking became a major topic of conversation among the other members and soldiers. Jungkook proved once again that he is a true all-rounder, even in the kitchen. After enjoying Jungkook's delicious meal, Jimin begins to feel challenged to prove himself. Known as one of the members who also likes to cook, Jimin felt this was the perfect opportunity to show his talent in the kitchen. With great enthusiasm, he announced, "Tomorrow, you will taste my cooking. Do not be disappointed." The soldiers also welcomed Jimin's challenge with loud cheers, and some chimed in, "Don't just promise, make sure your cooking rivals Jungkook's." The next day, Jimin was seen busy preparing ingredients in the barracks kitchen. He even had time to go to the local market to find fresh ingredients. This time, Jimin plans to make appetizing traditional Korean dishes, such as bulgogi, japchae, and tteokbokki. However, to give it a modern touch, he will also add a dessert in the form of bingsu decorated with various interesting toppings. Jungkook, who was secretly watching Jimin, couldn't help but smile. "I'm sure Jimin Hyung's cooking will be amazing, but I won't let him win without a fight." His jokes made everyone laugh. When Jimin's dish was finally served, the atmosphere of the barracks was immediately filled with seductive aromas. The soldiers, including Jungkook, enthusiastically took the place to taste the cuisine. Jimin looked nervous but confident. "I cooked this with my heart, so you'll like it," he said as he served the first plate to Jungkook. When Jungkook tasted it, he paused for a moment before finally nodding in satisfaction. "This is amazing. It feels like coming home," he said, making Jimin smile relieved. Other soldiers praised Jimin's cuisine, which successfully combines authentic flavors with modern serving. This little competition between Jungkook and Jimin not only made the atmosphere of the barracks livelier, it also strengthens their relationship with the soldiers. From laughter to cooperation in the kitchen, this moment proves that cooking is not just about food, and it's also about creating memories together. Jungkook, who this time sat back and enjoyed Jimin's cooking, presented a new challenge. "How about we do some cooking next week?" Everyone must participate, including RM Hyung, who even cooking ramen can fail. Cheers and laughter filled the barracks. The idea was enthusiastically received by everyone, including RM, who can only scratch his head with a resigned smile. The day was closed with bingsu made by Jimin enjoyed together. Jungkook, who usually doesn't really like desserts, admits that Jimin managed to make him fall in love with bingsu. "Maybe I should learn to make this too," he said as he scooped up the last bite. No one really wins or loses in this competition. There was only togetherness, laughter, and a spirit of brotherhood that grew stronger between them. And of course, The BTS Barracks soldiers are now looking forward to the next culinary surprise from the members, after seeing the success of Jungkook and Jimin steal the spotlight with their cuisine. The news that Suga was going to cook immediately made all the soldiers enthusiastic. Some even began to speculate about what luxurious dish he would serve. If it's Suga Hyung, there must be lobster or some other expensive food, Jungkook joked, making everyone laugh. The night before his turn to cook, Suga looks busy taking down the list of ingredients. He plans to make a full menu from appetizer to dessert. As a food lover, Suga wants to give the best, not only in terms of taste but also presentation. "I not only cook to satiate, but also to pamper the eyes and heart," he said. In the morning, Suga brings fresh ingredients directly from the market. He even asked the staff for help to set the dining table in an elegant style, complete with candles and simple decorations. "This dinner should be special. We will not only be in the barracks, we will feel like in a 5-star restaurant," he said excitedly. When dinner time came, all the soldiers gathered with curiosity. Suga started with an appetizer of salmon tartare with a touch of yuzu sauce, which makes everyone amazed with its presentation like in a luxury restaurant. "I can't believe this was cooked in the barracks kitchen," Jimin said in amazement. The main dish is no less magnificent. Suga serves galbi-jim, Korean stewed beef ribs, with roasted potatoes and French-style sautéed vegetables. The delicate taste of the meat and the pervasive spices made everyone pause for a moment before giving a standing ovation. "Hyung, you really took this barracks kitchen to the next level," RM said with a smile. For dessert, Suga serves panna cotta topped with typical Korean fruit syrup. Jungkook, who usually doesn't like dessert very much, was seen enjoying every bite this time. "I must confess, this is probably the best dish I've ever eaten in the barracks," he said in a serious tone. After the last meal was served, Suga stood up and gave a short speech. "Cooking is my way of showing you my love. So, I hope you enjoy it," he said with a big smile. All the soldiers immediately cheered, raising their drinking glasses as a sign of appreciation for Suga. However, the solemn moment soon turns into a fit of laughter as Jungkook and Jimin decide to get back at Suga by pranking the leftover dish. They added extra hot sauce to Suga's dessert plate without his knowledge. When Suga tasted it, he was surprised and shouted, "Who dares to ruin my masterpiece?" The atmosphere that night was full of laughter and laughter. Suga finally could only surrender while laughing with the others, feeling happy because his efforts were appreciated. After Jungkook, Jimin, and Suga, who have shown their abilities, the soldiers now began to urge other members to join in the cooking. RM, who is known to cook the least, becomes the next target. However, he just laughed and said, "If I cook, we'll all starve. But who knows? Maybe I can surprise you." Meanwhile, V also began to think about their creative ideas in the kitchen. "If I was cooking, there would be music." The V word is a joke, while RM proposed the concept of art-based cuisine. Although this is just a simple activity, this cooking moment together proves that behind the sparkling life of an idol, there is a warmth and togetherness that they always keep. BTS Barracks are not only a place of rest, but also a place where good memories are created. Who will be the next chef at BTS Barracks?
Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do